Hey guys, John from JohnMurrayHeadshots.com here. It's very early in the morning. I'm still drinking my coffee, which is from a place called Wolf and Spoon around the corner. I've never been in it before. The guy was super nice. If you look after your customers, the tills look after themselves. And he definitely did this morning. Amazingness. And it's absolutely bucketing rain outside. So cheeriness first thing in the morning is always good. Anyway, I digress. Yesterday, I had a couple of people in the studio, and twice yesterday, I had the same conversations about imposter syndrome. One of the guys I grew up with, we grew up in a what would be classed as a disadvantaged area in Dublin City, which is not really disadvantaged because you're given plenty of opportunities, and I'll explain in a second. I don't know why I pointed. It's rude. Anyway, the second time was with a butcher named Barry Kerrigan, and really nice guy. Again, we had another conversation about imposter syndrome, so relating to how we see ourselves and our place in the world, and the fact that we sometimes feel like we don't fit in. And I got that a lot, and I still get it. I get it all the time, and I openly talk about it. So if you've heard me talking on podcast interviews or anything like that, I talk about it all the time. And so I suppose I'll tell you a quick story. Maybe one of the times that I got massive imposter syndrome, I was asked to speak at the Mental Health and Wellbeing Summit by Dervla Meany. And when I went onto the website and had a look at the speakers list, everybody was doctors and professors and stuff like that. And I thought I'd shoot people in the face with a camera and I torment them and mess with them. And I kind of explained some sciencey stuff about how we see ourselves. But, I'm not on the same level and scale as them. And I had to remind myself that people see value in the things that I do and the things that I say and how I do what I do. So they're not asking me because they're looking for somebody to make an absolute idiot of themselves. If you're not from Ireland, idiot is just idiot. It's an Irish thing. But colloquialisms, there's a big word, first thing in the morning. And another time I was asked to speak at a book launch by Simon Haig. Simon had written another book because Simon likes to write books, loads of them, all on deal making and stuff like that, and on business and brand, and he's amazing. And Simon asked me to speak at his book launch, and when I arrived, the guy before me was Kingsley Akins, who was standing there talking about deal making, even though I'd agreed to do it, and then asked Simon what the book was about, which kind of showed the level of deal making that I do, because I'd agreed to do something without actually knowing what it was. So Kingsley gets up and starts talking about the time he asked this fella for millions for the Irish America Fund, or the American Fund for Ireland, and the Australian Irish Fund. And he's asking these people for massive money, and he's name dropping because he can, and because he's Kingsley Akins, and because he knows everybody, including Charles Darwin's great grandson or something. Just the super guy. Which made me sit there with my palms sweating. I had to get up and do a talk after that. Now, I get imposter syndrome all the time. But I managed to get myself through it by reminding myself that people are asking me to do these things because they believe in the things that I say, the things that I do, and the way that I do things. People see value in me, the same way they see value in you. They wouldn't be asking you to do these things if they didn't. So all you have to do is remind yourself of that. Once you've... I heard a quote in a TV program yesterday, and it just struck me because of the day that I'd had. Once you've tasted success, you lose the fear to chase further success. If you're constantly facing failure, then we think, I'm going to fail. But if you do taste success, or you do have some degree of success in something, it gives you the belief to chase the rest of your dreams. That's my post for the day. It's a little bit longer than the last few. Have a great weekend. It's Friday, and that's it. I'm going to go and drink my extremely good coffee, and enjoy your weekend. It's really good.